He's not a hero. He's not a role model. So why does the Joker resonate with millions? Why does a character born from pain and rejection feel relatable? It's not about the chaos. It's about the mindset he represents, the ultimate rejection of a system that has rejected him. And today, we're breaking down the one lesson he teaches that you can actually use to improve your life, not to destroy it. This lesson isn't about anarchy. It's about authenticity, and it's something we all struggle with. This is where it starts. Not with madness, but with numbness. The feeling of being a ghost in your own life. You know this feeling, don't you? Following all the rules, but never getting the reward. Smiling when you really want to scream. Putting your heart and soul into something, creating your art, only for the world to call it a joke or, even worse, to completely ignore it. This is the pain of it's that constant, nagging feeling that you're wearing a mask, performing for an audience that isn't even paying attention. Arthur Fleck's core pain wasn't that he was different. It was that he was trying desperately not to be. He was trying to fit into a world that had no space for him. He says, "I just don't want to feel so bad anymore." And that's a sentiment almost everyone on Some level can understand. It's the exhaustion that comes from suppressing your true self day after day. You're told to be yourself, but only the parts of yourself that are convenient, palatable, and profitable for others. The rest, hide it, fix it, get rid of Italiano. This quiet desperation, this slow erosion of the self, is the breeding ground for resentment. It's a universal human experience, the quiet tragedy of a life unlived, of a song unsung, and it's the first step on the dark path that leads from Arthur to the Joker. We see him diligently attending therapy, taking his medication, trying to be a good son, and working a thankless job. He's doing everything society tells him he's supposed to do to get better, to fit in. But the system fails him at every turn. His social worker can't help. The world mocks him, and his one creative outlet, comedy, becomes another source of humiliation. This is the foundation. The profound pain of feeling invisible and unheard, even when you're screaming at the top of your lungs on the inside. But the Joker's story isn't about staying in that pain. It's about a transformation, a terrifying, liberating, and ultimately destructive transformation. It's the moment he decides, my life isn't a tragedy, it's a comedy. And in that single, profound mental shift, he takes the pen from the world and starts writing his own punchlines. This is the core of his twisted motivation. The shift from seeking validation to creating your own. Think about it. All his life, Arthur was waiting for permission. Permission to be happy, permission to be seen, permission to be considered normal. The Joker doesn't ask for permission. He takes agency. He stops trying to hide his uncontrollable laughter, very thing that caused him so much shame and ridicule, and he makes it his signature. He turns his deepest source of pain into his greatest source of power. His weirdness, his trauma, his art. He stops apologizing for them and makes them the centerpiece of his new identity. This is a distorted form of empowerment, but the underlying principle is incredibly potent. It's about owning your story, even the ugly, messy, and uncomfortable parts, and using them as fuel. Instead of saying, "There's something wrong with me," he finally says, "There's something wrong with you, with the world that made me this way." He stops playing the victim in someone else's tragedy and becomes the star of his own dark comedy. This is the psychological pivot that so many people find secretly compelling. It's the fantasy of finally dropping the mask, of letting your authentic, unfiltered self out, regardless of the consequences. He weaponizes his authenticity. The power he gains isn't just about chaos. It's the power that comes from no longer caring what the world thinks of you. When you stop seeking external approval, you become psychologically untouchable. So here's your takeaway. You don't need to become a villain. You don't need to burn the world down. But you can learn from this arc. You can have your own transformation without the destruction. Your Folie, your madness for two, doesn't have to be a person. It can be your passion, your purpose, that thing that feels so uniquely you that the world might call it crazy. It's your art, your business idea, your unconventional lifestyle. Your unique way of seeing the world, that's your partner in crime. Embrace that. Stop spending your energy trying to fix yourself to fit into a box that was never meant for you. Instead, start building your world around the things that make you feel alive. The things that make you feel authentic. Find one thing you'd be crazy to give up on, and build your life around it. The lesson from the Joker isn't to reject society, but to stop letting society reject you. It's about finding your own validation. When Hari joins him, it's a manifestation of this idea. His madness is no longer a solitary affliction but a shared reality. A world they create together. Your passion can be that for you. It can be the thing that validates your unique perspective and gives you a sense of belonging, not by conforming, but by creating. Stop hiding your laugh. Whatever your version of that is, your quirky hobby, your bold ideas, your eccentric style, let it out. Make it your centerpiece. That's how you turn your pain into your power, your tragedy into a masterpiece. The Joker is a warning, but he's also a mirror. He shows us the destructive end of a path we're all flirting with, especially in a world that can feel alienating. The path of radical self. The question is, what will you build with yours? Will it be chaos, or will it be creation? Let me know in the comments. What's one thing about yourself that you've been hiding, that you're now ready to own and embrace? I'm really curious to read your stories. Thanks for watching. And if this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more deep dives into the psychology of our favorite stories. See you in the next one.